Have you ever heard of a virtue? No. What is a virtue? We have been studying them in English class. They are things you practice to become a better person. The one we are focusing on is silence. What do you mean by silence? Can you give me an example in literature? Silence means only saying words when they need to be said, not saying things that will only create trouble.
Silence means being quiet when needed, thinking before you speak, not saying anything that causes trouble.
Okay, so there's more to the virtue of silence than just being silent. I mean, it's really speaking of things that are necessary, or only speaking of things that are beneficial, that'll benefit somebody, not just blabbering on about stuff.
An example in literature is in the book Redeeming Love. The girl learned that if she was quiet and did not complain, she did not get into trouble. Oh, I kind of get it now.
An example in a book that I have recently read is the book Speak. It's about a girl who has gotten into a little bit of trouble, and all her sudden all her friends are mean to her, and they start saying things that they don't even know what has happened to her. So they're causing trouble, and in reality, they should have just been quiet.
And an example from the book that I found was from the book Ranchero. They mainly use it throughout the whole book. They keep their plan on the down low and just try to keep silent about it. They talk to each other about the plan to get the car back, or just basically anything that would help them.
Could you give me an example of silence in real life? An example of silence in real life is when you want to gossip about someone but you decide not to because you know it will not help anyone. I understand it now. Thank you for explaining it to me.
recently for me, my little brother had gotten into trouble. He was getting yelled at by my parents, and I wanted to jump in and like help point out what he could have done better or what he shouldn't have done. And then I stopped and thought, how would I be helping anybody out in this? So I stayed quiet and didn't jump in or say anything. I just sat there. And that's why silence is an important virtue.
Example from my life was pretty recent. Every day at dinner, you get the urge to gossip, like the other day I did. And instead of just saying that gossip stuff, I just kept it in, and I knew it wouldn't benefit anybody. And that night I only spoke about beneficial things or things that were necessary, and that made me feel a lot better about myself.